Welcome to Jamaica. First and foremost, we got to talk about the location. I am currently in Negril in an area known as Westmoreland. We're actually staying at the Travelers Beach Resort, which is what I consider more of a budget option. It's not like super low budget, but it's definitely nowhere near as expensive as some of the other resorts that are located here. You know, we're pretty close to the city, but we're not too far away from some of the bigger resorts as well. We paid about $120 some per night. You can find hotel rooms here that cost over $1,000. But what's nice is that for 125 bucks, you have your own private area of the beach, 24-hour security guard and lifeguard on duty as well. They're pretty good with keeping people trying to sell you things off of the property. Now, those guys still come up and down the beach all day long, but they're not allowed to like loiter and hang out. As far as the rooms themselves, I know there are a bunch of bungalows. You could see them lined up along the one side, and I think mine is one of the more expensive rooms because we got the double queen bed with a little bit extra space and a nice balcony to kind of overlook the whole property area. But you're literally like steps away from the ocean, and that's how most of these hotels are. So the main reason I chose Negril is because of the legendary 7 Mile Beach, known for its crystal clear waters and uncrowded beaches filled with soft white sand. It's one of the most picturesque and family-friendly beaches in Jamaica. The water is calm and shallow, so it's great if you have young children, but you're kind of out of luck if you're looking to surf or bodyboard because there's just not enough waves for that. However, there are plenty of other water-based activities and excursions like kayaking, scuba diving, parasailing, pretty much anything you can find at any other major resort in the Caribbean, and they can all be booked through your hotel or resort that you're staying at. But keep in mind, these aren't what I consider budget-friendly activities, especially if you brought your family. Prices can range from about $20 per person for a 1-hour glass-bottom boat ride to over $200 for an all-day catamaran tours that end with a sunset seafood dinner on the beach. Now you can skip booking through your hotel and save a few bucks by asking one of the many touts that are wandering up and down the beach. But do be careful, you gotta be good at bargaining because they will try and overcharge you. If there's any real complaint that I had about staying in Negril, it's that there is so many people just trying to make an extra buck off of the tourists, and you can't really blame them. There's not many ways to make money, and this is just part of the culture here. Okay. So just be careful and don't accept the first price that they give you.
100 after breakfast.
Okay.
Casey's a good wheeling dealer. The touts can be kind of annoying, but they do serve a purpose because without them, we probably never would have booked this excursion. We learned a little bit about the coastline, the coral reefs in the area, and even spotted some dolphins, and for the most part, it was just nice to break up our week with this boat trip. And there are a bunch of different destinations you can choose, like an island with a coral reef that you can snorkel at. You can also just go up and down the coastline all day if you're going on one of them all-inclusive trips. Or like what we did here was they took us to an underground cave and stopped and let us swim around in it.
There's bats in here.
The excursion lasted about an hour and a half, a little bit shorter than we were told. They said 2 hours, but that's fine. Alyssa got seasick and we were totally cool with heading back to dry land. Was it worth it? Yeah, I think so, because it gave us a chance to see parts of Negril along the coastline that we wouldn't have normally seen if we were just laying around on the beach all day. Anyway, let's get back to the real reason why I came to Negril, and that's the food. Jamaica is known for its jerk chicken, and there are so many of these jerk chicken huts. You could literally spend your entire life trying to find like the best jerk. For those of you that don't know, jerk is basically a style of cooking where holes are poked into the meat and marinated in spices and then grilled. What's in it?
Huh?
What's in the sauce?
Oh, that's the secret sauce.
Secret sauce.
Yeah.
All right. Most jerk huts use similar spices when marinating meat, but what sets them apart from each other are the sauces, which is, I guess, like a well-kept secret because no one would tell me how their sauce was made. Are you Smokey Joe?
I'm Smokey Joe.
What's cooking, Smokey Joe? Smokey Joe is one of the more well-known jerk jockeys. I think that's what you call him. But he actually has an Instagram, so follow him on Instagram at smokey.joe_negril. I like it.
I've been doing this 40 years, man.
How long?
40 years. I'm 30 years right here.
Oh no,
Smokey
really?
Joe.
Wow, you must be a professional.
Smokey Joe.
All right, Smokey
I'm
Joe.
famous.
Wow, that's it. Smokey Joe's. Oh, it's good chicken. That's amazing. Really good.
One of the nights when you're feeling down, take a sip of Jamaican rum. He will put you right back in the mood, give you appetite for Jamaican food. One of the nights when you're feeling down, take a sip of Jamaican rum. It will put you right back in the mood, give you appetite for Jamaican food.
So Kylie, what was your favorite part of Jamaica? This guy? The kitty cat? Kylie made a bunch of friends.
Stick it under, there you go. Go under, Kylie.
I made a friend.
He's not your friend.
Seemed like a pretty nice guy. This is Ron, spelled R-H-O-N. I met this fellow while searching for saltfish and ackee one morning while wandering around in downtown Negril. But we struck up a conversation and he offered to help me. Yes, I know, he might have been. Actually, I'm pretty sure he was looking for a handout, but that's okay. He actually was very articulate, held a pretty decent conversation, gave me some insight into Jamaican culture, the food, and the area in general, and actually showed me around downtown Negril. I'll try and make a whole video about this because it's kind of lengthy. He took me to a bunch of different places that you wouldn't normally go as a tourist, so stay tuned for that. Restaurant for sale.
Yeah, alright.
Well, this is a nice spot. Thanks for showing me. Favorite meal other than Cheerios with Jamaican milk?
I like the beef patties.
The beef patties were out of this world. The beef patty. Oh yeah. You can find patty shops pretty much anywhere in Jamaica, kind of like how here in the US we have tons of pizza shops and Starbucks. They're just ubiquitous, and the patties are cheap, about $1 to $1.50 each, and portable, so they're extremely popular with the locals. They're really good.
I liked the fish at Snoop Dogg's.
We met Snoop Dogg. The famous Jamaican Snoop Dogg, yeah.
Cook you love
He's a killer chef.
and happy wife, happy life.
That's right. Jamaican Snoop Dogg. He looked and sounded exactly like him.
He did not sound like him at all.
kind of like him.
No, he did not.
Yeah, man, this is
Jeez.
yours.
That's mine?
Yeah.
That's nice.
In Jamaica, we say the bongo crab.
Welcome to Fireman's Lobster Pit, located at the Boardwalk Village. It's run by this guy. They call him Snoop. No, unfortunately, Snoop does not rap, but he is a great cook and makes some of the best seafood in Negril. Fireman's Lobster Pit is obviously known for its lobster, but lobster is currently out of season, so we had some crab and 2 orders of fish, and it was spectacular.
Some pumpkin rice.
Pumpkin rice.
Yes. All love.
Thank you.
At $60 for a whole crab and $20 for each fish. It was kind of expensive, but totally worth it in my opinion, and definitely a must visit if you're staying in Negril.
I'd be like, guys. Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna share mine. Thank you.
Since the food's here, what about the food, hon?
Beef patties were really good.
Yeah, the beef patties were.
The fresh seafood's really good, like the fish and the
Yeah.
shrimp.
Yeah, they stick with stuff that's
Crab.
in season. Yeah, man. And this is probably the highlight of my trip, Floyd's Pelican Bar, a bar that's situated in the middle of Parati Bay. It was about a 2-hour taxi ride, actually several taxis, which I'll detail in its own video because it was really an adventure just getting here, but totally worth it because the fish, oh my gosh, it was really the best fish I've ever had, no lie. Okay, my mom's fish is really good too, but this was freaking amazing. And the bammy, I've never had bammy before, and the bammy was just, oh man, it was so good. But normally people come here to have dinner and watch the sunset. I, on the other hand, didn't stay very long because I came such a long way. I didn't want to try and go back to Negril at night. Ron told me that it's pretty safe in Negril, but just don't wander around by yourself at night. That's like when I switch lenses.
Oh.
No, when I switch lenses.
Oh well, you can come.
Jamaica is very seasonal, especially during this COVID pandemic. So they have to rely on whatever is available on the island, and sometimes things are not available, like ackee for some reason. There's ackee trees everywhere, but I guess you can't eat them before a certain time, else they'll poison you, I guess. Yeah, ackee is poisonous fruit, but I couldn't find ackee and saltfish anywhere. No ackee and saltfish. Ackee and saltfish is considered Jamaica's national dish, so it's kind of a bummer that I couldn't find it anywhere. But I did find something else.
Yeah, just take your time and sip it little.
Plantain and peanut porridge.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's thick. Slightly sweet. can taste a little bit of cumin.
Yeah.
A little cumin, maybe a little tiny bit of turmeric, and I think nutmeg. I really have no idea what flavors I was tasting, but it was definitely unique. And while it wasn't salty and ackfish, ackee. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired of doing these voiceovers. But you know what? It wasn't saltfish and ackee, and I'm totally okay with that because I sat there watching the boats come in and just really, really took in all of the Jamaican vibes.
Big one there, what kind of fish? What kind? Our barra. You have no more there, so? You know a big one there, so? You have one more big one there, so? Hold it up, let me see it now. You're gonna hold up the fish now, take a picture of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take it
Other things that aren't in season, lobster. Lobster is usually plentiful here, but it's strictly forbidden to consume any lobster during the off season. Not consume, sell. I think it's okay to consume it. I'm not sure, but you can find some vendors that are selling lobster. Like we saw this one guy walk up to us with a box of lobsters, basically, almost like a portable stove. Oh, really? How much is that?
I make one for 20 and 15.
He was trying to sell us some lobsters for $20 a piece, and I just said no because I didn't realize that it was illegal or forbidden. Otherwise, I probably would have taken it because it looked really good. I really, really enjoyed Best in the West. Their conch curry was absolutely fantastic. Try some of the conch. Or a potato. I came for the chicken and got the curry. Glad I got the curry. Really good. It's probably one of the best curries I've ever had, outside of my mom's, of course. And then their jerk chicken is well known throughout Negril. Food in general in Jamaica, I think, is very rustic, very natural, organic. I think overall, if you enjoy like Caribbean flavors and spices and foods that are very rich and meaty and hearty, this is the place to be. And finally, on the very last day, a few hours before we had to check out and head back to the airport, I stumbled onto this little beachside hut owned by a gentleman by the name of Rasta Ringo, a true Jamaican Rasta. I had my last meal here, and it really was just one of the most unique experiences ever. I'm definitely going to be making a whole video about him, so stay tuned for that as well. That looks good, Ringo. What kind of fish is that?
Red snapper and chop.
That's a proper Jamaican meal right there. Respect, one love, one love. Thank you, man. He was just a character, and I absolutely love meeting interesting characters like Rasta Ringo here. That's it, guys. That is the end of this Jamaica vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. If you made it this far, definitely give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and if you're new around here, subscribe. Would totally love to have you as part of the crew here.